So tonight we're going to talk about how you can use the sections from the lesson pages to create activities that increase student engagement and skill acquisition. So when we look at our lesson pages, the typical layout of the lesson page is we have our teaching segment up here, followed by our word lists. And then at the bottom, typically you'll see some phrases and you'll see some sentences. And then there's also some items in boxes. So on this page, we have some items in boxes. And on this page, we have some items in a box as well. So some of the items in boxes have instructions and some don't. So what I would like to do is show you some different activities that you can do with your students using the items in the boxes and also with the phrases and the sentences. So on this page and this section of the lesson page, we have a section with sets of 4 words. And each of the 4 words have similar patterns, and they're designed to help the child practice reading words accurately and quickly with similar patterns and slight differences in them. So you can see we have some with blends at the beginning and some without. So lug, going between lug and slug, and lot and slot. And you can take the words in these sections and you can make a set of cards for a game called Game of Books. And what you do is you just make 4 cards for each set of words. As you can see down here, we've got 4 cards with the same words on each card. And you play this like Go Fish, but instead of collecting a pair of cards, you collect a book of cards. What's great about this is there's a high level of word reading repetition. That child is reading those 4 words over and over again to collect their cards. So then we have our phrases and sentences. And you can do a variety of activities with phrases and sentences. And I have them in order from the least difficult to the most difficult. So the first thing you can do is simply have the child mark the skill and read the phrase or sentence. And instead of using the lesson page, you can write these. It's very easy to write them out on a strip of paper. Here I have spin the plum. And the child would mark the skill. In this case, it's beginning blends. And then they would read that phrase. Same thing with the sentences. They would mark the skill, maybe highlight, and then they would just read that sentence. You can also take these sentences and modify and turn them into questions. You can turn them into yes or no sentences or questions. So instead of the crab flips and flops, you could say, can a crab flip and flop? Instead of the box of flags was wet, you could turn it into, can a box of flags get wet? So you can take any of those sentences and just change them into yes or no questions. Kids have a lot of fun with this activity, and they can decide whether the answer is yes or no. The thing you need to be careful with is make sure that you are using words that the child can read successfully. And then we have 2 or 3 part sentence matching. You can take these sentences and either cut them in half and have the child put the 2 parts together. Or for something a little more difficult, you can take the sentence and cut them into 3 parts. Get a rag to blot the spot. And they would have to, you would do that with a few of the sentences, and they would have to put them together. And then finally, the most difficult activity would be to take a sentence and cut them into individual words, which you can see here. And of course, you would mix up the words, and the child could mark the skill, and then they can put the words in order. This first video is the Game of Books. And in this video, we have just 3 on a card, and that child has to collect a book of 3 instead of a book of 4.
Race Does that match? Race. Race. And then rake. Yep. And then rack. That's the one I need. Thank you so much. All right, I've got a book.
That was I asked for last time.
Okay. Well, you
actually, I kind of did not want to ask that. I got a book.
You got 2 books.
Yeah.
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 All right. What do you want to ask me for?
Do you have to
Mm-hmm.
choice
Mm-hmm.
twike.
Good sounding out, but I don't have it. Go fish. Sorry.
Yep.
Okay.
I got the one I list for.
Oh, good, good. Okay. Do you have lick?
Goldfish.
Lice. You sure? Lick like lice. You don't have lick like lice?
I have no else. So
okay. No. Ooh. All right. I gotta match though. That's good. All right. Your turn.
Do you have pack, pass, pick?
Good. Will you do the middle word again? What's that middle word again?
Pace.
Okay. No, I don't. Go fish.
You can see that these words have similar patterns with slight differences. So we have them going between a long vowel, a vowel consonant E, a short vowel, and then we have also that the CK ending plus the soft C. So there's lots of different things going on.
Can you, what's that word? You want to put it on your arm?
Run.
That's it?
Can you run on a...
Put that one on your arm too?
Zig.
Uh-huh.
Zag.
All right. Let's read that one more time.
Can you run on...
What's that one?
In a... Zig. Oh, zag.
What do you think? Is that a yes or a no?
I think it's a no.
You think it's a no?
What?
Do you know what a zigzag is?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that. So you're not running a straight path, right? You're going to the right, you're going to the left, you're going to the right. Exactly. So can you do that?
You're going like this. Uphill, right.
That's right. So what do you think? Can you do it or no? Is it a yes or is it a no? Yeah, let's put it over the yes.
Wait, I can write that whole sentence?
No, we're just going to put it right over here. Like that.
Oh.
That's it.
Nice.
Okay, let's find.
See, I had her actually make the board, write yes on one side and no on the other. And this video is 3-part sentence matching. So a sentence is cut into 3 sections and he has to put it together.
So what I want you to do is find all of the capital letters.
Is it even rolling? Oh, it's rolling. I didn't think.
So the capital letters are going to go on one side. Uh-huh.
This is not a capital. This is not a capital. This is a capital.
Okay. And then put all the punctuation at the end.
This is a capital. No, it is.
Is that a capital?
Yes.
Well, capital would be tall. So that doesn't look like it's a capital. I know the S.
That's capital.
Is that a capital?
Yes.
That's capital T?
Yeah.
That's actually a lowercase t. Okay, so you've got the 3. There's 3 at the beginning. Can you find the 3 that go at the end?
There's 3 more that go at the end. Oh my god.
3 that go at the end.
Capital.
We already have the 3 that are capital. So you're done with capitals. Now we're finding the ending punctuation.
The ending punctuation?
Yeah.
Well, that should be easy. Why should it just...
All right, there you go. Okay, so now all you need to do is figure out the middle parts. Okay? So, and the ending that goes with it.
Have you gone on your trip yet?
Does that make sense?
Yep, it
It
does.
sure does.
Are you still filming?
You have some sections in boxes where you can draw lines to make a compound word. And instead of drawing a line to make a compound word, you can actually do a word match where you are putting the words onto cards and the child has to manipulate the cards and put them together. It's just much more engaging than just drawing a line to the words. And then over here, we have some words that go from CVC, or closed vowels or closed syllables, to vowel consonant E. So you can do a word sort where the child has to put the word in the correct column. Is it a CVC word or a closed syllable, or is it a vowel consonant E word? So they're looking at those patterns and they're sorting them. And then they would read those words as well.
With the sentences, how I don't remember if it was a boy or girl, how she didn't want to write the whole sentence.
Oh, she did.
And I think that surprisingly enough, the not knowing the capital letters is more common than I would think at that age. But I noticed that a lot as a similarity with some of my students. Even after you pointed out the lowercase s wasn't as big, and the T, which doesn't have the same shape, the capital and lowercase, but that it isn't that surprising, I guess.
Right, yeah. And you know, that is something that I made a note of. I'm like, okay, so we need to work on, you know, what does a capital look like? What's a lowercase? And this is a child that loved to write in uppercase letters only. You know, it's like when I was like, no, we got to write in lowercase. Like when we're writing a word, we can't put an uppercase in the middle of the word. That's just not how we do it, you know.
There's a great app called Letter School, which is phenomenal for handwriting. Shoes, there's 3 different handwritings. Like you can do the Danilian, you can do the handwriting without tears on there, and it does capital and lowercase. But what I love about it is it shows them how to make the letters. And then when they go to make the letter, if they start at the wrong spot, it won't let them do it.
I find it very important to teach cursive, because when you learn cursive, you cannot just have a B or a P floating above the line. So it teaches you the continuity.
I like the cursive with the blending. I think that was something Kristen talked about in one of our trainings, just about writing it in cursive, like to try to get kids, so to kind of combine that.
Honestly,